Emergencies are unpredictable, but you don't have to be unprepared. Peak Alerts sends you targeted emergency alerts in real time for the places that matter to you most, so you know what's happening and what to do next. Know first, act fast. That's the power of Peak Alerts.
Hey there, crew. Welcome to Wednesday. Thanks for watching Peaks to Plains weather. You can see we've had some moisture move into Colorado, ridge shifting off to the east a little bit and sort of flattening some as a wave kind of rounds the top of it. We've got more moisture up to the west here. That's going to continue to move into Colorado today and will continue to bring some snow to our mountains. We also have continuation of some downslope flow east of the mountains. So notice that none of that snow here getting into the Denver area, although we have had a couple sprinkles, not all of this making it down to the ground across northeastern Colorado early on Wednesday morning. So we have classic fire and ice situation across Colorado today. We have winter weather advisories, winter storm warnings that continue through midnight up across the high mountain areas, while at the same time it's another fire weather day across the Front Range, out across the eastern plains with red flag warnings in effect from the late morning through the afternoon. As you guessed it, the wind is going to pick up. We'll keep the snow up across the mountain areas here through the day today. Pretty persistent in a situation where we keep it mainly in the central and northern mountains. Kind of gets heavier to the north of Cottonwood Pass than it does to the south of there. And I still think we'll get about 4 to 10 inches of snow for some of the ski resorts. We have seen some wind over the mountains early this morning, and that will continue as we head through the first part of the day. We'll also see some other areas start to pick up on that here as we move toward the early part of the afternoon, and eventually that is going to spread out to about Highway 71 or so. Far eastern plains won't be as gusty today, but expect some gusts between 30 and 45 miles per hour for a lot of areas. Stronger up into some of the mountain areas where some of the gusts could be around 70 miles per hour up on the slopes. Banjo's barometer, how's that make it feel today? The wind's not great, right? Banjo doesn't like that for sure. I don't like that. You probably don't like that. So the barometer is at a 5 for our Wednesday. Temperatures will be fine, not as warm as yesterday when we set records. We hit 83 in Pueblo, all-time high for February. Colorado Springs, we were in the mid-70s, so we'll pull back some today behind a weak cold front that came through in the late part of the afternoon and evening, but these are still well above seasonal averages. As we move through the overnight, we get another front to come in, and you see that happening here. That might bring a couple showers across the eastern plains. Been talking about this for about 6 days now, and I'm not taking them out of the forecast. We'll see the wind pull back some over our local mountain areas, stay a little bit gusty up across the mountains to the west of Denver. So it's the continuation of some travel issues for the mountains as we head into the overnight with some of that wind. Now, I don't expect anything significant over the Palmer Divide, maybe the plains north of Highway 50, east of Highway 71, but I don't want you to be surprised by it. Maybe a couple wet snowflakes mixing in. Again, I think it'll end up being a little bit more than the computer models are showing. Kind of talked about that yesterday, just something I want you to be aware of here as we move from the overnight Wednesday into Thursday. Speaking of Thursday, we start off mainly in the 30s. Couple spots up against the foothills with some breezes around 40. We will be a little bit cooler over some of the mountain areas to start off the day. And temperatures come down a little bit more. 70s tougher to come by on Thursday. This is behind the next cold front here. These are still above seasonal averages. We still have fire weather concerns tomorrow. You can see from Fremont County through Pueblo County, through the Walsenburg and Trinidad areas, and then up across northeastern Colorado. Still some fire weather watches that probably end up as red flag warnings because, yeah, the wind picks up again. Not everybody will get them on Thursday, at least through the first part of the day, but you can see, again, they kind of spread east here as we head into the afternoon. I know you're sick of wind at this point. Join the party, my friends. Have a good day.